The Vita is dead? So, of course, with the horrible, unethical journalism that continues to spread around everywhere on the internet, you have morons being morons. So Sony apparently made some press thing where they said that they considered the PS Vita a legacy product. So everyone immediately took that as the terminology that the Vita is officially dead. Stop taking shit out of fucking context, okay? I'm not saying you can't interpret it that way, but don't fucking make articles be like, oh, the Vita's dead, the Vita's dead, because you make it worse then by doing that and misleading people, you fucking dumb journals. Somebody get a picture in here that says, journalism is dead. But anyway, so the Vita, what are my thoughts on this whole case? Is the Vita really dead? Did your investment in the Vita become a waste? Well, my opinion of the Vita is still really the same. I'm pretty sure I at least said before, and if I haven't, or if it was in a stream or something, if you're in Japanese shit, get a Vita. If you're not, no. And I think it's just going to continue that way. We're going to continue having companies into Japanese games release Japanese games in America. I don't think that's changing at all. I do think we're going to see less stuff by Sony or Western companies. Now, I don't know if Sony plans on making more Vita games, because Sony has slowed down on their own personal games on it. And Western developers really didn't touch it a whole lot. But there's tons of RPGs. There's been lots of RPGs. And hell, even if they were stopping the release in America, it's region free, so you can import. Now, of course, obviously, importing, you have language issues with that, but I don't think it's going to affect us that greatly. Most of the companies that give us Japanese games know we like physical copies, and for the most part, they're going to probably keep doing that for us. There'll probably be more limited ones, though, and that's probably the worst case scenario. But I don't think, for us, anyone who watches my channel is going to be drastically destroyed by any of this speculation. And that you should treat it as speculation, because it doesn't magically mean it's dead or anything. Who the fuck? Just damn journalists, just take everything fucking out of context as much as possible. Make, like, when PewDiePie commented on the Nintendo's YouTube Cradle program, what was it, I'm trying to remember who it was. I think it was Polygon that made an article saying, PewDiePie attacks Nintendo, and PewDiePie even replied to that saying, I didn't attack Nintendo. It's like, fucking stupid journalists always, talk about wanting to destroy shit so much. Just so stupid. Now, I admit, the Vita isn't a great success, obviously. I personally feel like one of the things that holds us back is the Apple II effect. Well, the original product before it has so much software and advantages. I mean, the PSP, has been hacked for ages, and people can dump virtually half the gaming generations onto the thing, and you have like all the old retro shit on the go and shit. I mean, that's a pretty difficult thing to beat, So it's not like you're gonna curb stomp that easy. I like the Vita. There's a good number of games for it, but definitely if you're looking for Western developed games, it's definitely not for you. Because only it's at least had some. And I mean, look at them. I mean, I found these sealed Sony published games for under $5 in that. So, I mean, really, you're just seeing the Japanese games. And the Vita will probably in the long run end up something like the Dreamcast. Because if it mostly focuses on a lot of the Japanese games, and then of course you got GameStop throwing half of them away with their cases and stuff, probably years down the line, you know, it could be the Dreamcast Sega Sound effect, which is, well, everyone hoards the good games, and you just only see sports games at any of the stores that actually do take them in most of the time. And that's probably going to be the Vita's fate, really. It's not going to be a giant contender. But I just don't like how everyone... It's literally... There's like 12 fucking news articles on different journalist sites saying it's dead, or it's the end, or legacy means it's not going to be paid attention to. We're just going to throw it in the back and let it die slowly. I mean, you know, you're going to talk with it, but I read like 4 of these, and they just instantly go with the assumption it's dead, gone. And you know, I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not just automatically assuming the worst or the best case scenario. I'm throwing my opinion out though. But it's like these places just all mass spamming this shit. You think you're improving this? Because you certainly won't be helping it if you're just telling, hey everyone, don't buy a Vita. That's like... But I think for us, anyone who's interested in my channel or Japanese games, because, you know, I talk about a lot of Japanese weird games that... If you got Vita, I don't think it's really affecting us in any way at all. Because we're basically the Vita... We're the consumer base for the Vita, basically. And, you know, while we might not be a large market, pretty good market when you think about it, because on the other hand, you'll have more control over it and less competition. So, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a horrible market either. But yeah, you're definitely probably... Sony's probably not going to do too much. And you're not going to see most Western developers putting their games on it, really. You could have always seen how the West died slowly with the Vita, with their games. Like, is there even a Ubisoft game on the Vita? Oh yeah, there's Child of Light. Took us forever to get a physical copy of that, by the way. But, yeah, I mean, in sales, that's kind of the issue, sadly. It's big competition with its big brother there. But it really does piss me off how these journalists are just like, it's dead, it's gone, it's faded away, boo, into the sky. That it's like, can you actually do like some real like storytelling or something? No, not storytelling. I mean some real journalism here, because I mean you should see both sides, and obviously it says legacy. Now I get what you're saying, that in past things for some people, legacy was used to refer to older stuff, and that's kind of how it is used. But it annoys me the fact that they just... I don't know. How do you feel about it? Do you feel like they overreacted, or they're making it worse? Or do you feel like that might be the case that Sony's doing? Do you think they're actually throwing the Vita out the fucking window and just... But then again, when you think about it, well, we didn't get a physical version. Sony did publish digitally the Over My Dead Body for us. So Sony might not have completely killed. But you know, if they continue to give a few games here and there, and get supplemented with other companies like the Disgaea Creators and some more Insanity, and of course Hyperdimension. Man, Hyperdimension's going hardcore on the Vita, really. It's crazy. But yeah, I think the companies that give us Japan games are probably actually going to have an advantage, because they'll have less competition. And the only real competition they'll have is just each other, as opposed to all these other big name AAA fucking shit from America and that. So, I think it has advantages that. But obviously, you know, time will tell and things will go. But I would love to hear your opinion down below. So please leave a comment what you think. Because, I mean, it could be the way. Maybe Sony did mean that. Who knows? But I just hate how they're just latching on to it so instantaneous. I mean, literally, it's just spreading like wildfire right now. It's awful and very annoying and stupid. And it's just more reasons why I don't follow journalists. Modern journalists. Yeah. Anyway, I look forward to seeing your opinions, and I will see you next time. May the good blood guide you to good journalism, if it exists somewhere on this planet still. Fox News. Mass fake miss. Porn evil. Oh my. That was weird. Fox News sucks. Oh, man, that's sad. Anyway, praise the sun.